Scene 27-359 point nothing. Hey y'all, Artist Poet Girl here, also known as APG Jamie. Let's work on my May journal page, okay? So y'all saw that package of napkins in the golden matte medium. And guess what we're going to use? Napkins in golden matte medium. So this is a really pretty floral napkin. As you can see, it's not necessarily an all-over design. It's one of those, you know, here and there ones. So I'm going to put the whole thing on, and I am applying a very liberal amount of matte medium. Liberal means a lot, okay? Extra even. And yes, I do get wrinklage, and that is perfectly all right. And the background of this napkin is not white. It's a very light tan, sandy kind of color. It has a little bit of white splottage on there. It came that way. I didn't add it. You want to put the whole in? I didn't add it. So there I am, flipped it over to put the matte medium on the other side. Again, very liberal, and coating over the outside as well. Remember, don't get too pushy on this because you're liable to put a hole in it or tear it, and that could be okay. It just all depends what you're interested in. I decided I wanted to use some butterflies, and I have an all-over butterfly napkin as well, and that was me pulling off the layer of inside paper, and this is the second layer of inside paper from the napkin. Some napkins have only one, and some have 2 layers. This one had 2. Now I'm choosing a particular section of butterflies that I want to use, so I'm going to use the paint around it with a wet paintbrush. I almost said deep brush. Anyway, paint around it with a wet paintbrush, and then pull out, trim out easily, carefully the section you want. So I'm going to just kind of punch it out, because as you know, around the very edge of these napkins, they usually have like a perforated kind of edge that sort of holds all the layers together. And it will sometimes show up on your when you're adhering it down. You can sometimes see that, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just didn't necessarily want that on my butterfly, so I picked these 3 and wet cut them out like a wet saw, like you cut tie with. Now I'm going right here on the edge, because I decided I like that one, that pink and that dark turquoise one. It's not really pink, it's kind of a dusty mauve. Y'all remember that color? Dusty mauve? I was a wee tiny baby. I'm only 34. So there I used the wet brush technique to cut these out again. And it gives you the deckled edge, not a sharp edge. So now the background of the butterflies does have a little bit of flourish work in a slightly darker color than what it is. It's not really a white either. It's kind of a tan, very pale tan, sort of like the flower napkin there. But it did have some flourish work in it, which you can see in the final work close up. So yeah, and I like that right there. Makes me happy. And I wanted an odd number, you know. Yeah, just no. Oh, hang on, that's the baby's one in. Hang on just a second. So, anyway, I decided I wanted to use just the green one. And I'm dry painting that off. Well, I was going to use 2. No. I'm just gonna do the green one, because I didn't care for the yellow one. It just, no, not over there either. No. So actually I ended up just using the green one, and it will magically appear on the background later on. But for now I'm just going to stick down these two right here on the edge, and I used another liberal amount of golden matte medium and smashing them on. And yes, I left the one hang off just a little time. So there we go. And the babies are in the house, so if you start hearing bizarro noises, it's their fault. I didn't do it. Okay? Okay. And I'm going to paint this here face. She is from 13, 14, 15. She's from 29 Faces in February of this year, 2015. And instead of doing my dark burnt umber outline, I'm just going to use a dark, it's called Flesh, but yeah, it's a dark peach. Yeah. So, and you're going to get to see me paint this entire face. I've only sped it up. And I'm not sure why I'm going to show you the whole thing, just because I am, because, well, those people asked to see the whole thing. I really spend a lot of time painting my little faces like this. So, yeah. I was just painting along, and next thing you know, I looked up and it had been an hour. So, yeah, a lot of time. So put color on and darken it up and lighten it up and darken it up and lighten it up. As they say, push it, pull it, push it, pull it. You don't see me. I didn't turn the camera on. Someone forgot to push the button. Her hair. And her hair just turned out stinking beautiful, y'all. Her neck is too short. So I kind of fudge on her neck later on. But just pretend like y'all don't notice that, okay? I appreciate that. And, yep. Now would be a good time to insert some music. Musical, 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 just a little musical interlude, 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 musical interlude. Wag your tail, little Molly, wag your tail. Good girl. She's my good girl, Molly. She knew what was going on. God bless her heart. Bless her heart. So, yeah, I'm painting around. Put some lips on her. Kissy lips. Oh, here she comes now. Mama said kissy, kissy. So here comes the little Molly. There you go. You're all right. So anyway, yeah, she was originally drawn on just a little bit of paper there. I do draw my faces on watercolor paper. I'm going to ask the poundage. I don't know the poundage. It's the yellow Strathmore watercolor package. And I'll just get whatever sheet, or however long this big the sheet is. And I cut it in varying shapes and sizes, and just pick whatever size I feel like drawing on. And that's why the faces come out different sizes and different orientations. Y'all know I like wonky necks and big eyes, though. I like the wonky necks and the big eyes. So the 229 series that I am painting on canvas, those have, for the most part, been done in a little journal, watercolor journal. I think the page measures 5.5 by 8.5, something like that. So yeah, and I am working on my third in that series. I don't know if there's going to be 29 of them or not, but yeah. But a lot of the faces I did in February 2015 will end up on canvas, or at least my favorites. So, and yeah, we got about 18 minutes to go in this video, people. It says darn near close to 30-minute video. Can you believe that? So she's coming along. Obviously, y'all can see her eyes get weird. I'm painting putting some lip color on. No, putting some dark on. I don't know what I'm doing. But that's okay. I'm just pretending like I know what I'm doing. Isn't that how we work every day? We just move through the day like we know what we're doing. Hallelujah, it usually turns out well. Thank God for that. She does have a little bit of an ear poking out. I'm not sure if you can tell in the video, and I'm not even sure if you'll be able to tell in the final photographs, but you can certainly tell in real life. I can tell in real life. That's just me patting Champ. He's a good solid dog. Listen to that. Yeah. Go play. You two go play. Such children. I bet if I got my camera out, they wouldn't go play. Champ, bless his heart. When I get my my Whippet app, he goes away. That's how I can make him leave the room. That's how I can make them leave the room. Did y'all hear that? Oh, he didn't leave the room. He just went on the other side couch. Bless his heart. Don't tease him like that. You're okay, Champ? Molly hid under the couch. I guess she didn't like it either. Crack-a-lackin'! Get crack-a-lackin'! So there she has some lip color on, and I may have painted in some, I used ivory. I didn't use pure white on her teeth because, you know, only superstars have those white glow-in-the-dark teeth. You know what I'm saying? You know they look like they glow in the dark. I love Robin Meade on Aleene. She's out of Atlanta, Georgia. And when she goes on vacation, she comes back from vacation. It's like somebody put this just glowing stuff on her teeth. That's just too much, y'all. That is just too much. Anyway, so there I painted the chinks, and somehow or another I took the paint back off. I just keep messing around with her cheeks. They didn't necessarily photograph skin really well, but that's okay. Yeah, you can kind of see. Put a little dark around the edge, put a little dark down there. Put a little light, put a little dark, light and dark, dark and light. The background came out well. I'm really happy with it. And the sentiment that I used, I'm really happy with. I think my greeting card lottery people will be happy as well. How could you not be happy? You won the lottery. Well, you're gonna win the lottery. I haven't finished the page yet to do the drawing, so you can win the lottery. No, I don't film the drawing, because the drawing, I don't film that part. She's cute. I do something weird with her eyes though. It's amazing sometimes you can fix stuff and it's probably better than it would have been if you hadn't messed it up or whatever, not messed up. If you'd have done it better the first time. And you end up doing it better the second time. Opportunity. Y'all know what I mean. So here I'm putting burnt umber on her eye, on her whole eye. Excuse me. And yeah, it's just too dark and no, I don't know. Get a lighter color paint. Yeah, use yellow. Yeah, use some yellow because that'll make it more better. Put some yellow in there. Wait for it. You'll see the yellow in a minute. It's going to be frightening. It's yellow. Light yellow. Here it comes. Ew. That put a shiver down my spine. Although in the video it's not too bad looking. Are y'all zoomed in on there? Because it's not too bad on my screen. Of course I can only see it a little far away. Now I'm just going to put this other brown on there over the yellow. And more better. More better for me. This would be a good place for some music. Ooh, I know a song. A, B, C, D. Oh, y'all know that one, don't you? How about one of the same tune? Mary had a little... Oh, you know that one too. Farah Jacques, Farah Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez. Itsy bitsy spider. Whip it good. I don't know. Just musical interludes, did ya? Get you all started on those little earworms. Don't worry. There'll probably be something coming up later that'll help knock that one out. You spin me round, 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 round. Okay. Back to painting. Off screen. Oh, there we go. I moved it back up. I sort of struggled just a little bit because it's teeny, y'all. This teeny little mouth. Getting sort of dark in the corners there of her lips where they meet the teeth without making it jagged. It ended up pretty good. Push it forward, push it back. Oh, I mean, pull it forward, push it back. Is that how that works? Ah, push it real good. It's a long video. Getting longer by the second, isn't it? Oh, finally, we're going to be through painting her face. God bless her little face. Now we're going to do some stamping. So I'm stamping on Deli wrap. That one kind of had a little perforation or something going on there, so I didn't like that. I didn't like that side. Okay, so flip it over. And there will be a list of ingredients below, so you can see the stamps that I use. These are some foam stamps that have rubber mounted on them. I like them pretty well. It's pretty good size. And this is for the sentiment. The first part of the sentiment, I do adhere to the background with the golden matte medium. That's when I scan it, and then after I scanned it is when I finished out my journal page. But for you lottery winners, the sentiment will be on the inside. The remainder of the sentiment will be on the inside of the card. Sort of like a punchline. So yeah. May you always. Can you figure it out? The have. And magically, oh there, I glued her on with Aleene's Tacky glue. Yes, she's a pocket. No, I don't show you she's a pocket. So here's where I'm going to stick down the first part of the sentiment caption from a journal page. In a moment, you will see magically on the left side that there will be some more flower tops over there because that part just looked it. It just seemed like something was missing, so I got some more of those flowers, just a few of the little flower tops, and used the matte medium to stick them over on the left side. And there is the green butterfly, which you can see. I'm going over her. You can see, well, maybe you can see, I increased her neck length just a little. Coloration's not that great, it's not that horrible, and it is what it is. So here I'm showing you the cards. This is the back of the card. I put my traditional purple door, because that's what I call my studio, my Purple Door Studios, because it has purple door. And there's the year stamp, just stating the year under there, which would be 2015, because that's what year it is right now. And that's the Plum. I'm using this for the caption on the inside of the card, which I computer printed. And I'm using a makeup sponge wedge thing, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just going to smear that Plum lightly around onto this whole thing. I wished I'd have put it on cardstock, but it came out on copy paper, and yeah, that's just what it is, because I got lazy and didn't reprint it. And, yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes, people. It might go like that for me a lot, but it still goes that way. Yeah, I'm just doing that around. I did that to all of them. I think I'm going to give you a sort of a close-up so you can maybe see the difference. It's a little it's different. And there's the ATG gun. Now I'm going to tape the sentiment to the inside of the card. And you can see these are pre-made cards, pre-bought, store-bought. Again, description below, people, for ingredients. And there I am, just taping them on the inside. They may or may not be straight. And this is, oh, I love this Wateringcan color from Archival. And that's a little clear acrylic butterfly. You can hardly, it's a little tiny. And I don't know who made it. But if you do, just let me know in comments, and I will be happy to correct that in my list of ingredients. That's a Crayola brand orange color pencil, because that's what was handy. That's what I grabbed. And just coloring in the whole thing. And I do this for a few times. Just drawing time out. And here comes the GellyRoll Stardust. I love that pen. Adds glitter. It's so pretty. It's considered a clear ink because whatever color's underneath shines through, so it's really nice. It is my favorite jelly glitter pen. And there's my Canon selfie that I scanned my background or my journal page. There it's scanned. It's really pretty. And then you can see the flowers on the left. And then I printed out on the selfie. And here I'm trimming because this selfie prints postcard size. And you can just really just pop them in the mail and mail them that way with the stamp on there. We have to put a stamp on because you put it through the postage. So anyway, I'm trimming off the outside white edges because I am going to adhere this, stick it down onto a matte. In this case, I used a vibrant green matte, and then I will adhere that onto the cards, which here's the selfie picture, getting it here. It looks sort of yellow in here, but it's a very vibrant, some would even call it maybe citron. That's just a paper towel to help keep gunk from sticking to the photograph part, because it is just like a photograph. So there, I do that a few times, and yeah, there again, you may get a crooked one, and you may not get a crooked one. I did not go around these with ink on the outside like I've done before. It just didn't feel like it needed it this time for whatever reason. And I am using white cards instead of the craft like I have in the past. Not to say I will never use them again. So there she goes. And I'm going to fold this one over. You see, it just folds right over and use a bone folder. It's not a real bone, people. Not a real bone. So now what am I going to do? Oh, now I'm going to sign with a bright green pen. Let's get it. Can we get a close up? No. X O X O A P G J L A. XOXO A P T Jamie. Oh, close up time. May you always have flowers and butterflies. Aww. Everybody says, aww. And then there's the envelope with the little butterfly on the outside. I'm not going to address the envelopes in front of you. And there we go. Pretty as a picture. And then I went and, I did these little closing credit things, blah, 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 blah. And then I put the rest of my sentiment on my actual journal page, because it is a journal page after all, people. See? And yeah. Thanks for watching. Happy arting, y'all.